Hi, so redesign the post message harness. The post message harness is some debugging development tool we have built into code that provide an easy way to send post messages to call. Post messages is these messages that allow to perform things directly with Collabora Online from the integration. It's a development and test feature, so users usually won't see that, but as an integrator or as a developer, it's very, very useful to be able to have it. So it's that harness, what it does is just run cool in a frame, load some sample documents. I sometimes change the URL to load some other documents for other testing, so it's very useful also like that. It sends you can send various post messages commands by clicking on buttons, sending specific commands or sending arbitrary messages if you know the syntax. So sometimes it's a bit tedious, but when you know about it, it's very useful to be able to do the various things. It's also testing the Python scripts that we have and a few other things. So yeah, developer, I find that very useful. So this is how it used to look. It's a bit stretched because I have a big screen, but then it is the fact that I need a big screen to see it is already show that already, like, yeah, it's imperfect. Does the job, but yeah. So say it's a lot of confusion. The first time I saw that, say, huh? And so we work on like improving. There are random groups of buttons, random for us. Yeah, they are not aligned, they are not separated, they're like clumped together. It's like not very pleasing either. There's a lot of white space, so big screen with white space, it's not optimum as usage. So for the redesign, let's see how we can improve this easily. Grouping buttons together, that's like just relay out things together. It's very little work in terms of how difficult it is, but it's so much better. Align them, make them in more logical groups, use your space better, having a grid with two columns so that all that white space is actually used. And the overall aspect is, yeah, is a it's cleaner. So how we do? It's a web page, so we have the DOM, and we're gonna reorganize that DOM to reorganize the things and put some styles. So I group the various items in divs, and then I have some CSS classes for layout. I took the approach of toolkit like GTK, so VBox, HBox, vertical box, horizontal box, a grid, which is a CSS grid, setting some attributes like framed or spaced. So that's like I can add a border easily or just a space. And after doing that, I get that aspect. See, it's about the same size screenshot, and I already see a good bunch of my cool frame at the bottom. It's still very spaced, so I kept a layout that's like allow breathing. We could make it more compact if we wanted, but I felt that it was fine like that. With everything grouped together, aligned cleanly. And yeah, it's more visually appealing, so you know better where to go, what to do, and keep your reflex of clicking the right button for testing. And yeah, so it was relatively low effort. It's one of the low-hanging fruit that improve life of everyone that use it. I use concepts that are meant to be familiar to developers that are used to toolkits. When they need to add something, if you want to add a new button, you just need to add a div and something, and it's done, and change the layout a little bit. And then that clarity brings improvement of life. I find it more pleasant to use each time I need. Thank you.